right, I think Amber's gonna approve this so that I'm not talking to myself. But I've been wanting to come on here this week just to share with you guys what I did the last couple months with my team that brought in a lot of volume for us. I don't know if it's live. Let's see. I don't know if you can tell. This is my first time going live in this group, so I'm a little nervous. Okay, well, it might be live. I don't know. You guys are just all working, so who knows? So our team we just went ambassador last month. And we brought in for the last 2 months, we brought in over 50,000 BV in February as well as in March for the last couple days. So I just wanted to share with you guys, and a lot of you guys probably already do this and you guys are like, okay, that's old news, but I have just gotten a lot of messages, and so I thought I'll just go live because I know that there's so many people who are pushing for huge ranks this month, or your team's pushing for huge ranks this month, and there's still a lot of volume that's needed. So just to kind of give you guys a little visual of how our last 2 months look. So in February, my husband promoted to presidential, and and we needed about 50, our volume jumped about 50,000 for that. Actually, it was a little bit more, like over 60,000. But on the 25th of last month, he was only at around 70, or what was it? We needed I want to say 17,000 volume. So the last 3 days to get him, and that was just group volume. Everyone had their promotions, everyone, was set. But in order for him to have presidential, group volume needed to be 17 or 18,000 higher. So that's where I really started this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I feel like the only way I can do this is if the team knows that I need them. So I did the same thing in March. So even last year, I had on my vision board all throughout our house that we were going to be ambassador on March 30th. At March 30th, we were going to be ambassador. I always put it the day before so that way we can have the last day just to kind of recoup and, all that kind of stuff. So March 30th was our day. And I track my volume every single day. So March, 1st, March 2nd, March 3rd, I knew that our volume was continuing to go up, and our volume was about it would fluctuate anywhere from 30 to 40,000 higher than the previous month. So I knew we were on our upswing. In February, our group volume ended at 198. So I knew in March we had a huge group push. My husband was our presidential, so he was already set. We already had, and then my 2 triples, they were only about 2,000 to 3,000 off. So they were so close to getting their promotion from the very get-go. So I knew the major push was going to be that group volume. So it was going to just take that group effort, that team effort. And so just a few things, what I did was I would track that volume. So every single day I knew, okay, our team is on an upswing. This is awesome. It's going to happen. So I kind of projected on the 25th that we would still need a huge big jump towards the last couple days. But I projected our volume was probably going to end up around 225. I was just praying it was going to be around that 225, 230, that it increased that much, but it didn't. It ended on the 25th. I was at 206. And I was like, oh my gosh, literally in 6 days, we have 6 days to do this. We need 44,000 volume on our entire group. My presidential set, my triple just went triple. She went triple on the 25th. My other triple just needed less than 1,000 volume. And so it was literally it had to be a group effort. And so I kind of had a moment of just freak out, how in the world in this amount of time are we gonna bring in, this like, you know, 44,000 volume. And so my husband came home from work, he works, and so he came home and he was like, we just brought in, you know, that amount of volume last month. Like, just his leg alone brought in over 20,000 in 3 days, and the entire team brought in over 50,000 in 3 days in February. And so he was like, what did you do then? And I was like, okay, like, we totally got this. Like, and so my mindset just completely shifted. And so I would say, like, the biggest thing and the reason, like, we went ambassador was just having that blind faith that, like, God was saying, okay, this is your time, and mindset, and just putting that work behind it. And so I wrote down some things that kind of just helped, just some like things that I did. So immediately when we saw that volume was that it was the 25th, that we needed that volume, that we needed 44,000 volume, I was like, okay, we have to do something, and I have to let the team know. And so my husband made this thing. I'm going to show you guys. It's the coolest thing, and it literally, I feel like, was a huge part of us going ambassador. So let me just show you really quick. Oops, hold on. Okay. I gotta back this up because it's kind of big. Okay, so he did this tracker. So he made this tracker. So he was like, because I was like, I need to have something visual where I can go on our team page. Hi, Amber. Thanks for accepting this or putting it on there. I was like, I need to have something where I can, like, just get our team pumped up, where I can just, you know, show them, like, okay, we got this, and just to kind of, just a tracker. And so my husband came home and he made this for me. When he came home, he already had this made. So it was completely blank. And so it started out, so we started on March 25th. This was our number. After everything updated was 206. And at the end of the night, it only went up to 208. And so I just went live as soon as he made this, like in the afternoon. I just went live and I just poured vision onto our team, and I just let them know, like, I was just very vulnerable with them. And I just said, you guys all know, like, our team is pushing for ambassador this month. A lot of you guys have already reached your promotions, which is so amazing. But in order for our team to go ambassador, like, I can't do it on my own. We need you guys. Like, this is going to be a team effort. And I just really, like, pumped them up and spoke into them. And I said, okay, we are literally at 206. So we need, 44,000 volume. And I think when they heard me say, like, we need 44,000 volume in, these 6 days, like, we're going to do it. It pumped them up like crazy. And they were like, holy cow, like, I just need 2,000 for my promotion. I just need this, or I just need this. So seeing, like, that huge number, it made them realize, like, okay, I can get this because it's so much less compared to what, Amanda is going for. And so I think it really just spoke to them, and it made them feel, it brought belief into them that they could do it. And so every single day, I think 3 times a day, I went live, and I would just update with them with numbers. And I'd be like, okay, guys, we are at, like, I think this day, like, every day we'd make a goal. So we'd be like, okay, guys, we're like, our goal is to get to 2,200 or 220,000. And then each day would be that, but we would always fall short with it. It would always be a lot shorter. So, like this time we wanted to, the second day we wanted to be at the 220, but we only were at 116. And then, and so I would go each time and we would just, like, color it in together. And it was so cool because our team, when I would go live, like, typically when I go live on our team page, like, there's like 15, 20 people who jump on. Like, there was like 50 people who would jump on. Like, our team was so pumped for this. They were so excited because it showed them, like, this can happen. We just have to believe it. We have to work together, and we have to come together. And so they would be so excited and be like, oh, Amanda, are you going to go live to, like, update us? Like, what are we at right now? And, and a lot of these people, like, my triple already got theirs. My husband was already set for presidential. My other triple was just, like I said, 1,000 away. Like, she was so close. But I had all these other legs, all these other people who were literally already at their promotion, or they're so close, or they're going for that next promotion. So it was so amazing because I would have, like, people who just got to Emerald and they were now like 2,500 away from Diamond, and they're like, shoot, you need 30,000 still. This 2,500 is a piece of cake. Like, I'm going for it. And so I would have people double promote. So a lot of my rubies went double promoted and they went to Diamond. A lot of my emeralds double promoted. A lot of like those distributors promoted to Emerald. So it was so cool. It just brought so much belief onto the team. And so every single day, like, I feel like this tracker was like what got us there, because every single day we would just go live and I would just speak so much belief into everyone, and I would be vulnerable. We would cry together on there. We would go live, and, you know, and so it was just so awesome. But I have things, cause I get so sidetracked. So, I had really little doubt when it came to that 25th, until my husband was like, you can do this. Like, you worked so hard for this. Like, this is your month to do it. As soon as I had somebody tell me like, okay, I can do this, I just believed it. And so I made sure that I had those few people who, like, at the 25th of the month, I became quiet with all my sideline sisters, everyone in some of the group chats I was in, because I was like, I need to stay laser focused, because it's so easy for us to compare. You know, there was other people in some of our chats that they were literally like, who were also going ambassador. They were at like 300,000 and they only needed like, you know, 2,000 to get to ambassador, and I'm over here needing like 44,000. So it was very easy for me to get into my own head. So I had to mute like all of my chats. And I had like my certain people, like, you know, some of my sideline sisters, when I would say, okay, like, they would be like, okay, where are you? And I'm like, oh, I need like, you know, 30,000. It would be like 3 days left. They'd be like, okay, well, you got this. Like, you know, if not, like, you're going to be so solid next month. And that was the stuff I did not want to hear. I wanted to hear, and I wanted to go to people and say like, okay, and Amber's on here, and I went to Amber and I would say, okay, Amber, I want you to be 100% honest with me. Like, when I would get in my head, I'd be like, can I do this? And I needed her to say, yes, you already have this done. Go listen to this. You got this. And I just needed somebody to have that. I would go to Cami like multiple times and be like, okay, Cami, like, this is where I'm at. Is this, you know, possible? And even though like in my heart, I knew it was, I needed somebody else to say, yes, you can totally do this. And then I would go to my one friend who's a triple. She's on here, and Courtney. And I would just go to her when I would have that doubt, and I would just cry, because I knew she was just gonna be like, Amanda, you got this. You know, so having those people who, you know, actually truly would say, you have this, get out of your own head. Like, you already have this done, just do it. It just made me, it was just like that extra belief. And so I would encourage you guys, like, have those people just to say, no matter where you're at, to say, you have this, get it done. Like, get out of your own head, just get to work. And so it was so nice to have that I could go to those people. Because as soon as somebody like, well, you could do it next week, it brought fear and doubt and all that kind of stuff. So we did a lot of contests. And so one contest that we did was a sticky note contest. I put everyone in a group chat from the very beginning of the month. It was my ambassador key players, and they were just all over. They were even, some of them were even like rubies. They were our key players. And it was so cool when I put them into this chat, because they're like, oh my gosh, like, I'm a key player for Amanda. Like, you know, and I'm nothing special, but for them to be an ambassador key player, they took that serious. And so, and when I told people like, listen, like, in order for this to happen, like, our group needs to do this. I need you guys to do this. I need us to do this. Like, this isn't about me. This is about our team going here. And it was almost like my promotion, my ambassador, it became their promotion. Like, they have all gotten their promotions. They were all getting their promotions, yet they were still working to the very last, minute till we got, ambassador. They were still working for this promotion. And so even though it wasn't their promotion, they felt like it was their promotion. And so we did a lot of contests. We did one contest that we loved. It was so awesome. And you guys may already do this, but we did a Boom 100 contest. So a Boom 100 BV contest. So everyone had to bring in 100 BV in order to get a Boom. And I just did a $500 cash prize. One person was going to win it. The key is I was not going to pick a winner until we got to ambassador. So that meant that we needed to get over 400 booms in order for that to happen, and we surpassed that. And so So somebody got $500, but I want to say, you guys, it literally, like, now that we've done this 2 months in a row, like, it is not about how far you are. It's not about whether you need 10,000 BV in the next couple of days to promote, or you need 50,000 BV in the next couple of days, you know, to get your promotion. It is literally about what is in your mind. Like, what is in your mind? What is in your, like, what's your belief? How are you portraying that to your team? Are you being vulnerable with your team and letting your team know, like, okay, you need them? It's okay to tell them, like, hey, in order for this to happen, like, I need you. Like, this isn't just me, you know, doing it on my own. Like, I actually need you. And so letting them know that you need them. When you tell somebody, like, on your team that you need them, they're gonna do whatever it takes to help you get there and to help them get there, because they're promoting too, right? So we reached out to, one thing that I loved, Rachel Jones, I think, gave us this idea. We reached out to all current customers under the Connect app, and we just said, and again, we were very vulnerable with our customers, and we just said, hey, you know what, I want to help you out. Can you help me out? I'm going for a major promotion this month, and if you order one extra product, then I will send you a Starbucks gift card just to show you appreciation. So we kind of worded it in a certain way, and I can put the wording on here. And literally, I had over 30 customers. I just sent my Starbucks out the other day, but I had over 30 customers turn their auto shipment back on. And they didn't order just like one product. They ordered, you know, the TFX, or they ordered multiple products. And so that was 30 new customers that turned their auto shipment, over 30 just from me, and our team did that too. All of our loyal customers were literally upsold. So we would start them off on like the TFX or the coffee, and after we got their information, and I didn't even give them a chance to go to my website, I was just like, okay, are you ready to do this? They would say yes. I would say, okay, this is the information I need. Send me it over and I'll get you all set up. As soon as they would send me over their information, I sent them a verbiage to upsell them. And I would say more than 60 to 70% would upsell. There was only very few that were like, no, I can only afford this, but maybe next month. But everyone wanted to upsell. And so a lot of our volumes were 97 or up. And so that made a huge difference. And so I think I just have my notes here just to make sure I didn't leave anything out. But again, you guys, the work was, we obviously worked. Like, I stayed up till 1 o'clock, woke up at 5 o'clock. Like, it was literally, it was just work, but it didn't seem like that bad because we were all so pumped, and we had our team right there. We would go on power hours like multiple times a day. My leaders were doing, you know, power hours, and so there was always something going on, and we really got our newbies involved. So everyone who signed up that knew, they're like, oh my gosh, like, what is this, all this hype happening? And so they wanted a piece of it, you know? And so it was literally just everyone coming together, and I think just bringing that energy, speaking vision upon your team. But what I truly really felt is that now, like, because like our team, you know, the last 2 months brought in over 50,000 volume, and I was ready to, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay like whatever, you know, if I have to pay, you know, my bonus or whatever it is to get to ambassador. You guys, we didn't have to buy out anything, and we promoted on March 30th, the day that I had written all over our house, March 30th, and we didn't buy out anything. It literally just happened. And then I had, you know, the next day people were still promoting. We put $5, it was just a $5 gift card. So what I did is I sent a little note, and I just said, you know, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being a loyal customer of mine. Here's a drink on me. And then I just sent them a handwritten thank you card with the $5 Starbucks gift card. And I didn't ever tell them the amount, but they were just like, yeah, like, I'll do it. Good luck to your promotion, kind of thing. But I really think like the key to this, like, now I'm like, there's no number that can stop you from a promotion. There literally is no number out there that can stop you from the promotion. The only thing that's going to stop you is your mindset. What do you believe? And I remember, like, I broke down. There was, in those 5 days, like, I broke down a lot. I had doubt come in, but again, I had those people that I could go to, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting in my own head, like, be real with me. Can I do this? And they would immediately say, you have this done, stop it, get to work, turn this on, listen to this. And I would do it because they believed in me. So then I thought, okay, I can do this. And then I would just pray a lot. I would just say, you know, I let God into this business a lot. And I would just say, I would just say, you know, if this is meant to happen, if I am ready for ambassador, Lord, just please keep guiding us. Like, please keep letting that volume increase. And our volume each day, it would increase anywhere from it was around like 7,000 to 8,000. One day we did jump up. I want to say like we jumped up like 12 or 13,000 in one day. And that was a huge day for us because that brought us back a little bit more, you know, that brought some more belief back in. But you guys, it's your mind. It is 100% your mind. So if you are, you know, 10,000 away from your, you know, your promotion, or 50,000 or 60, like, you know, get on it and start this mindset now, because that's what's going to take you to that level. Like, the work is just going to come, you know, but if you truly believe, and if you get your team in there and you let your team know, like, you know, we got to do this together, and you get them pumped up. Like, my team now, like, I have my people who literally, like, one girl, she double promoted to diamond. She was ruby in February, double promoted to diamond, and now she's going for double diamond this month. And she's like, I'm like, you know, 6,000 away, or whatever she is away, and she's like, I totally got this. Like, it has brought so much belief into our team, because they're like, no amount of volume is going to keep me from getting my promotion. And so and I truly believe that. We proved it 2 months in a row. I'm like, it is just 100% your mindset. So what do you believe in yourself? What do you have in your heart? And you can't let that doubt seep in. As soon as that doubt seeps in, like, take it out, and it will seep in. And I want to say also, in March, we had our spring break. We had a trip planned for a week, it was in Hawaii. So I was on in Hawaii, you know, for a whole week. I also got the flu. Like, God is going to bless you when you want it so bad. But I will tell you that devil's going to be nipping at your feet every step of the way to pull you down. So have those people who are so strong, have your faith so strong that nothing is going to take you down in this. You just have to believe in yourself. And I truly, truly believe, like I said, it doesn't matter what volume you have. If you want it this month, then get it. Like, that's all it takes, is just that belief. You know, put that self-development on when you're working, and just, you know, believe that you can do this, because when you believe it and you show your team that, then I think it's over. You got it. So I just wanted to jump on, and I don't even know if I'm making sense, but I just pray that, like, I'm praying over you guys, that you guys who are going for those huge promotions and you have that huge volume, that, you know, incorporate these things and just know, like, you can do this. And yeah, so we didn't really do work-wise anything special. It was literally our mindset, our belief, and how we are speaking to our team, how we're getting our team involved, how we're being vulnerable with our team. Like, I remember I would go live on our Facebook page, and I'd be like already almost crying. You know, I'd be like, oh my gosh, you guys, we brought in 8,000. And, you know, our team was crying along with me, you know, for excitement and just the power. Like, it was very present that God had his hands in our business, because we opened it up to that. And so I'm praying for you guys. I am so excited to see who is getting presidential and ambassador this month. And I hope that this helps. If you guys have questions, just reach out. All right, bye guys.